Na also, geht doch.
You're even tougher than I knew, even. Nanny Fortuna happened to me, I'm afraid. She caught me in Forberg, captured me, tried to get me to talk about you, but I didn't tell them anything even. Told them my name was Seymour, not Talkmore. That's when she started taking my eyes. But what about you, even? I thought you were going home. What made you change your mind? Realized what?
Dass Ott meine Schwester ist und mich braucht, egal ob sie gut oder böse ist. Dass es hier um mehr geht als um Ott und mich. Dass der Einfluss der Königin unsere Welt erdrückt. Und ich will das beenden, dass ich nach Hause gehen und mich bemitleiden könnte, oder ich schaue nach vorne und kämpfe für meine Überzeugung. Das Zweite.
And I think you're big enough to meet it, even. The Queen. She's more powerful than you think. And from what I've overheard, your sister is changed. She won't be what you expect. Oh, I'm sorry, even. About all of this. We adults messed up the world, and somehow it's been left to you to fix. A child sent to face off against the most twisted and dangerous being in random, and it's not right. I'm sorry I can't stop you, even. And I'm sorry I can't help.
Ja. Stimmt.
There is. Whatever's happened to your sister, I don't think it's gone all the way yet. Just be careful. There's nothing I can do to help you now, especially given my current condition.
Wir geben ihm mal das.
Oh! 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 Thank you. Now, all we have to do is survive Nanny and the Queen and her minions, and we'll fix everything. Let's go! Hey, whoa.
Seymour, you're in no condition to fight. You need to rest.
I can't let you do it alone.
I'm not alone. Seymour, when this is all over, there will always be a place for you in one town.
I'd like that, even.
Oh, ich mag Seymour. Oder sieht mehr. Dankeschön für die Karte. Hier war noch eine Tür. Da kommen wir nicht durch. Ich will erst da oben längs, weil ich hoffe, dass wir an die letzte Seite des Buches kommen. Und da ist sie. Wir haben alle Seiten. Wir haben alle Seiten. Und jetzt lassen wir uns das ganze Märchen vorlesen.
A long time ago in Random, dice were everywhere and used to decide everything. Wondering what to wear, what to create, who to become. Any question, as long as it could be answered with a number, could be found by the spark of magic contained within the dice. And the king and queen of Random were, well, decent to good. Life was wild. Life was free. Life was random. When they were ready, or when they were brave enough, the most courageous in Random would embark on a great adventure, making their way to the Valley of the Dice. There, in that sacred place, they would choose the dice that they would carry with them for the rest of their lives. Although some would whisper that the choice wasn't fully theirs to make. Life was insane and beautiful, a glorious mess. Those who wielded dice would challenge each other in grand board game tournaments to win favor from the king or queen, or even just each other. The rules were wild and capricious, the games even more so. And everyone in Random loved them, and the dice wielders themselves, with all their heart. But no game lasts forever, and there came a day when some of Random's grandest champions found themselves hungering greedily for challenges more deadly than had ever been encountered before, and with rewards commensurate with their risk. And their demands were soon met by new and darker games, whose stakes were as dangerous as could be imagined. But defeat comes even to the gifted, and its unfamiliarity leads to wounds even deeper than those experienced by most. Powered by a mysterious darkness, the games grew too savage, with risks beyond anyone's control. And the day came when catastrophe would be postponed no longer. A new queen rose to power, and, knowing what the games had become, took action. In a voice tinged with rage, she decreed that all dice be forever destroyed. Using the power of her dark, six-sided companion, called the One True Dice, she attacked any of her citizens foolish enough to protest. And thus began the No Dice War. The queen proved an effective general, and the war soon turned in her favor. Any remaining dice wielders who would not give up their companions were forced into exile, or worse. The Valley of the Dice hid itself from the queen in fog, with its inhabitants and their power all but forgotten. Only the queen's dark dice remained, all alone and all powerful. In her victory, the queen fractured the world into 6 isolated fragments, one for each side of her one true dice. And there was a new rule imposed. Every child, upon reaching the age of 12, would roll her dice to see which district they'd move to. It was fair and just, the law of one dice instead of the chaos of many. But there was more to the story, a secret known only to a few. And the children who rolled up, the headmaster showed no mercy, and the black dice hung, pushed into endless slump. Cries echoed through rap. Their very dreams were stolen. No hope was found. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. And now that you know this amazing magical castle is out there in Sixtopia, I'm sure you'll want to live there one day too. Well, don't you worry, because everyone in Random gets their chance. Yes, some fine day, you too will grow up, roll the queen's one true dice as black as night, and find out who you really are. And whether you're a oneer, or a sixer, or anything in between, there'll be joy in your heart and a song on your lips. 'Cause you'll know one thing is forever true. Random rules.
Okay, das ist jetzt nicht das Seiten oder das Märchenende, womit ich gerechnet habe. Zumal das hier ja auch so dunkel und düster ist, ne? Oh Mann. Nun denn, geht hier das Ding runter? Ne, muss ich einmal wieder außen rumlaufen. Aber wir haben's geschafft. Wir haben alle 10 Seiten. Gut. Dann gehen wir mal weiter. Ähm,
I'm supposed to find someone here. I don't know, Dicey. But I know they're here somewhere.
You'll never break the spirit of the rebellion. Never. You can imprison my body, but not my spirit. I did what I did for the rebellion. I regret none of it. The glorious rebellion of Town against the Queen in the No Dice War, of course. True, I was captured, but you cannot kill an idea. Forberg will be victorious. Villainy can never triumph. The original? What do you mean, the original? Tell me, what became of Town? No, it's not possible. I can't. Forberg? And what of her people? Ah, you see, the city may be gone, but the spirit is thriving, just as I may be rotting here in jail, but the rebellion lives on. Even though my city may no longer stand, its ideals always will. Huzzah! Huzzah, I say! You'll never break the spirit of the rebellion. Never.
She was almost there. Almost there. Hail, kind soul, and well met. I'm a lost traveler
You
from
can
a
imprison
distant
my
land.
body, but not my spirit.
kann der mal aufhören, dazwischen zu quatschen?
Oh, Cedric would know just what to say right now.
One thing was certain. The story had taken a very dark turn. This isn't what happens next, you know. You are in the presence of the narrator of the Queen herself. Show some respect, child. The Queen desires control. More than that, she desires not to be controlled. She reached a point where she thought I was controlling her. It would seem you're even more foolish than you look.
Oh Gott,
We're
danke schön.
narrators, child, not dictators. Ours is only to describe what happens.
Okay.
Stories take us places. All of us. Even narrators. And my place, it would seem, is in prison, where I can narrate only myself. I could narrate volumes to you, child. But, like I said, that is not what happens next. Suffice it to say that when she was younger, the Queen, then just a princess, she was happy. We were happy. There was such promise in her, a spark ineffable. Tragedy, something unexpected. She tried to stop it, but it is a tale long forgotten, and best left that way.
Nein. Erzähl uns
A
das.
narrator, we grow to reflect our subjects. I presume I was a nice narrator once, and she was a beautiful princess, inside and out. And then, well, you can narrate the rest of it yourself. One thing was certain. Her story had taken a very
Sitzt da im
dark
Knast, der
turn.
gute Erzähler, Chan. Oh, jetzt habe ich Niese an der Nase. Moment.
As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me.
Hui,
This was not what was supposed to happen.
ich habe übrigens das Märchen komplett. Ich habe alle 10 Seiten gefunden.
The Queen, in her wisdom, was right to put me in here.
So, wenn ich hier jetzt...
All this for a little super juice.
Okay.
Oh, well, very eagerly. I was minding my business, and then Nanny Fortuna came, and I accidentally spilled some super juice on her.
Oh.
That's it. Right? And then she arrested me and brought me to the Queen. And then I maybe spilled some juice on her.
Also,
Just a little. And then I tried to clean it up and kinda maybe spilled some more juice on her black dice and down her dress. That was 2 lifetime sentences extra right there.
oh,
Right? It was just one little accident. Well, series of accidents. One tiny little series of accidents. Anyway, that's my story. Remember me, my only regret is that I ceaselessly spilled so much super juice on authoritarian state figures.
der Ärmste.
You'll never break the spirit of the rebellion.
Okay.
Never.
So, wir könnten jetzt hier die Treppe hochgehen oder da längs.
Even's narrator was so close, she just had to keep looking. Some part of Even knew her narrator was close. It was a feeling that went beyond words.
The boy, eh? Like the boy. Stay for painted. Boy by danke. Earl of the Datable. Is to go away. And all the five. Fantastic ball.
Man geht nie den eigentlichen Weg. Okay, jetzt bin ich genau da rausgekommen, wo ich eben stand. Aber das ist nicht so schlimm, weil man geht nie den eigentlichen Weg. Jedenfalls nicht
Even
was
and
Games
her
betrifft.
narrator were almost reunited. She was so close. She was so dramatically close.
Darf ich? Danke.
Even.
Oh,
Do you remember me? For I remember you.
der Latexfregel.
And yet you're the one who approached me. You're probably wondering why I'm here and not out there, picking my teeth with the bones of the disobedient. I suppose it makes no difference to tell you. The Queen hired me all those years ago to kill that meddlesome King of Freedom and to start their war.
Warum hast du das getan?
Oh, I was paid, but I would have done it for free. The Queen wanted to ensure his children would tear each other apart in the years and decades to come. And they did. I gave the Queen her endless war. I did brilliant work. But she played even me, you see. She promised me the people would fear the Shadow Man beyond reason. But they didn't. My rule was kept secret. And instead, they grew to fear war, their own deaths. And when I finally had enough, when I finally threatened to reveal the truth to everyone, well, here I am. No, you don't get to pity me. I'm terrifying. You're terrified of me. Say it! Say you're terrified! You don't pity me? In fact, no. I pity you. You hear me? I pity you. I pity you. Nobody pities me. Nobody. Nobody.
Erfolgreich. Abschluss. Ach, guck mal an. Da haben wir dem Schattenmann sein Messerchen gekriegt. So, ich stelle mich ganz kurz hier hin. Ich werde noch mal ganz kurz Wasser wegbringen. Ich komme gleich wieder. Da sind wir wieder. Und weiter geht's.
Ah, there you are, my friend. Thank you for the rescue. Now, I can get back to my job of narrating. The narrator said, narratively.
Who are you? I mean, weird. Yeah, it's you. There you are.
Whoa, wait. You can hear me?
Ja, das ist neu, aber irgendwie auch nicht.
This is unprecedented. But that doesn't mean it's bad. Took the words right out of my mouth, little one. It was hard being alone. I felt like half a person, if that makes sense. Well, it would be strange if you didn't. I am your narrator, after all. Oh, but it is nice to know when one's work is appreciated. But you can hear me now, and we should make the most of that while we can. One never knows how long it will be until the old authorities reassert themselves. We've got a quest to finish, my friend, and I stand ready to describe it if you stand ready to live it.
Ja, wir machen mal Dicey.
I'm afraid I can't even. I'm a storyteller, not an oracle. You and Dicey live your life. I describe it during moments chosen for dramatic effect. And together, we'll make the best story we can, yeah?
Okay.
What about it? Is there such a thing as free will? Are our decisions just the random firings of neurons in our brains? Do we even have time for such a philosophical discussion right now? All I can answer is that last question. No, we don't. We have a quest to finish. Now then, where were we? Yes. A girl, her dice, and her narrator were reunited at last. Behind them, the wreckage of all that had stood in their way. Ahead of them, the queen and her minions even squared her shoulders and strode forward toward her destiny. Oh, I thank you.
Finde den Palast. Na, dann finden wir den mal. Oh, hier noch ein Fenster.
You have to get me out of
Was?
here. I'm a unicorn. A real live unicorn.
WTF? Wow, alles klar, die Tür ist zu.
This used to be a beautiful palace, a place of learning, of magic, of... Oh, yes, Dicey. It was also a place of dice.
Da hinten ist Manny. Und das heißt, wenn da hinten Manny ist, gehen wir, glaube ich, erstmal unten rum. Wir kicken mal. Ne, wir gehen doch erstmal oben rum. Glaube ich. Ja. Der Weg da, das sieht so endgültig aus.
Halls that once echoed with the laughter of children were now still, empty and desolate. Oh, right. Except for Even and her amazing friend Dicey, who was... great, did you say? Who was, and I quote, great and awesome to the max.
Well, everywhere. Let's trade.
Manny, ich kann nur leider mit dir nichts mehr anfangen. Na. Wenn man an Ecken hängen bleibt, wo es keinen Sinn macht, hängen zu bleiben. Wir sind jetzt auf der anderen Seite. Wir werden auch andersrum zum Manny gekommen. Alles klar. Ja. In Resident Evil The Village gibt es doch auch so einen Kerl im Schrank. Oder ist das... Nee. Auf jeden Fall ist der ganz, ganz dick. Das ist ja auch der Verkäufer, der ist ja auch überall. Manny, du hast leider nichts. Ach wohl, wir gucken noch einmal. Nein, du hast leider nichts mehr. Hätte ja sein können. Oh, The Ghost. Ja. Ich habe alle Seiten. Und das Ende ist sehr merkwürdig. Die Patschehand, die behalte ich. Der Kristallfluch, den habe ich neu reingenommen. Damit machen wir Schaden, das ist geil. Meisterziehung. Von der Glocke haben wir 2. Von dem Super-Elixier, ich sehe gerade nichts, haben wir auch 2. Ich denke mal, das werden wir so lassen, ne?